the point you wanted to make about the continuing role of the government, about staying connected to the lives of these men moving forward.
Right, right. Well, the issue there is really going to be, how does the government's the parent in this situation, and they're taking care of their children in a way. They have not only these miners, but a whole country and the whole psyche of Chile behind them. You know, because you have this mining industry here that's very much a cornerstone of the income, the economy of that country. They have to make sure that the psyche of their miners is healthy, but also how the whole country moves through this, which was why it was so important to execute this flawlessly and bring in everybody to help support this.
And it looks like it, at least if we base what I'm about to say on the reporting from Carl Penhall, and that's all I'm channeling here, that the initial review of the government's handling of this has been terrific. From the folks who were on the front line in terms of responders, up through the ministries and straight on up to the president. It looks like, at least so far, they weren't territorial about this. They sought help from the international community and received it. And so far, at least, the reviews are pretty good on how the country has handled it to this point.
There's some really important factors here. I talk a lot about victims, persecutors, and rescuers and instigators in my work. And to me, you know, we see these miners as victims. It's up to them as if they interpret themselves as victims. However, the government is kind of their rescuer. Now, when people get stuck in a chronic victim role, which I mean, they look at the world that they're a victim, and people with post-traumatic stress feel like chronic victims, they're looking for someone to continue to take care of them. But most people who play chronic victims ultimately turn their rescuer into their persecutor, meaning they become the bad guy, which also, though, I'm concerned about how the country, the government may use these people as leverage for political purposes that they potentially feel exploited for, that they feel thrown out in front of the media in front of, and they may not be ready for that. So it's really crucial that as a country, they have somebody who can even consult with them and say, don't do this. You know, that you have to think about the livelihood and the well-being of these people. They're people. They're not objects to be used.
That's terrific. Dr. Fisher, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your help and your analysis on this. Terrific stuff. Thank you. All right, let's take a break. You're in the CNN Newsroom.